What do we do when things don't happen the way it should? What do we do when pandemics happen? What do we do when we are faced with certain struggles with our business and business doesn't seem to be going the way it should? Well, what can we do today in today's space, especially when most of us are either have to change or forced to change our very business model that we used to be working? What can we do in today's economy? And right now, in this episode, we're going to figure out how do we change that? How do we help ourselves? How do we actually prepare ourselves or even actually pivot our businesses to really get to where it should be? Right, so thanks so much for tuning today. My name is Jedi and I'm here to be with you because I'm going to be sharing with you some secrets and some key strategies that are going to be practical, that's going to be really helpful for you. Well, I'm the founder of Coaching Changes Lives, and in Coaching Changes Lives, we really help coaches, businesses, organizations to really grow and exponentially discover more about how they can actually use the power of online platforms, power of online spaces, and even the live online blends to really help them to grow their business. Now, we are a coaching company and we're really focusing on helping organizations to grow and scale up their businesses and to leverage opportunities that are around us. Now, and what I want to do is to share with all of us is this, something practical, something useful that you can use in every single day of life, right? So if you're thinking about this right now, when you're thinking about how to leverage the online platform, this is going to be something going to be really useful for you. It's not going to be another, gurus out there. It's not going to be another marketer that tells you you should go and set up for this funnel, you can get that funnel, you can do this, you can do that. No, we're going to be talking about real strategies. We're going to be talking about real practical things that's going to be really helping you effect your change in your business. So in this title, I'm going to talk about this title. It's called Leverage, the online space for your business growth. So when we think about leveraging online space, most of us think of Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, right? But there's actually much more. The space on the online platform, it's not just Facebook, it's not just Google. There's so many other space online. So whether you're a brick and mortar business, whatever business you're in, whether brick and mortar, maybe you are a retailer, maybe you're from a hotel business or small business, or maybe you're an entrepreneur thinking of what to start up, or maybe you have business and maybe you're trying to figure a new business to get into. And in this episode, we're going to figure out what should we do, how should we consider this, how should we price things, how do we pivot, how do we actually begin to get our message out? Should we go and do branding first? Should we do that first? How do we take the steps forward? So we're going to debunk some of these myths there, and we're going to help you to discover what is it that's going to be helpful for you in this season, in these times. So I'm going to be sharing you some really practical tips that I think is going to be very, very useful for you, because I've helped many people in this space as well. And by no means these are exhaustive, and also it's also going to be contextual for your organization, for your business practice, and what do you really want. So I'm going to share with you 5 different strategies that's going to be practical that you can implement today. Let's take a look at someone's practice. Number 1. I like to approach business by first thinking about, always think about what do you want. Always think about and be clear about what you want for yourself. First for yourself and then for your business. What is it that you want for yourself? In this season, many of us, when we look online, there's so many different ads that's blasting at us all the time. You have people telling us, hey, start a business, come and sign up for my webinar. Hey, it's time to go online marketing, sign up for my webinar. Hey, it's time to bring a business on Facebook ads, do video ads, do personal branding, do this, do that, do this. So all of us are stretched in multiple directions and we're lost, right? Should we go and spend another $2,000 on this program, $2,000 on that program, 9 and 7 on this program? So we are put apart in every single direction. And one of the things I like to do as coaching clients is to help them to be absolutely clear about what they want. Because if they're not clear about what they want, they end up going to all the different things and going nowhere. And this is something true that I've seen so many businesses doing the same mistakes again and again. Even for coaches, I've helped many coaches who start their own individual business as well, whether it's a solopreneur business or a small little business where they're coaching for health coaching, fitness coaching, or in different fields of coaching as well, leadership coaching, team coaching. However, one of the common mistakes that I see happening all the time is they chase that little golden nugget, they chase that golden, or I say the shiny unicorn, right? So when they see the unicorn there, oh, okay, internet marketing is the next thing, let's go to internet marketing. Oh, e-commerce is the next thing, let's go e-commerce. Oh, dropshipping is the next thing, let's go dropshipping. Now, all these things are good, by itself, but we got to figure first, what is the number one thing that you want for yourself? What is most important for you? So take a pen and paper right now, write down what is most important for you. Is it money? Is it more time with your family? Is it relationship? Is it purpose? Is it, a fulfillment, a calling, a destiny? What is it that really matters to you first? So the first question, write yourself, what really matters to you? What is it that you really want for yourself? For yourself, right? Write down the most selfish reason for yourself. Maybe it's for you to get more fame. So many of us, right, we ask any young people in this category. So research was done by asking the young people in this category and say, hey, young people, what do you want as they're graduating? So common things that all of them say, 80% of them say, I want more money, right? And the second thing, 50% out of the 80%, they say, oh, I want more fame. So fame and riches are what most of them want at a young age. But as they grow older, they begin to realize it's not about money. I can gain the world, but I lose my soul. I may have everything, but I may lose the very process and enjoy life that it should be. So perhaps, what is your highest intention? What is your highest purpose? What is your highest value? What's your highest principle for yourself? And to me, a principle-based business will last through the times, regardless. We don't want to be a business that sets up today, we cash in for today, and then tomorrow, we get a bad reputation because we're just there to make a transaction. I believe that businesses are here to stay for long haul, and it's not based on transaction, but it's based on a relationship that is transformational over time. Think about those great businesses that's been around for years and years and decades. Businesses like Disney, they have built a relationship with us. It's a transformational relationship, not a transactional relationship. Think about smaller businesses, other businesses that come and go, right? Some of these so-called gurus that came online, then they disappear for a while. They came online, disappear for a while. So do we want to be the kind of businesses, or do we want to be a business that has a legacy that we leave behind? Or what is it that we really want? So the first question that's going to be the toughest question to answer is, what is it that you want for yourself? Not your business, but for yourself first, right? Maybe money is the most important for you right now. It's okay. It can be one of your values. But what's above money? What do you hope money will bring you? Would money give you more health? Would money give you more wealth? Would money give you more happiness? Would money give you more freedom? What is it that you're really looking for, right? So, and some of us think, okay, all of us must make $1 million. Well, not quite, right? I would say always live according to your means, right? Or live under your means. Always be prudent. You may make $1 million, but you may spend $1 million, right? Or you may make $10,000, but you may be living below $10,000 because why? Because you really don't need all the asset materials. You can be enjoying life just as it is. Do we need to have McDonald's every single day? No. Sometimes just simple food like rice, vegetables, some meat. We're happy with day-to-day life. So what is it that you really want? Get clear on that. Number one. The second thing, what is it that you want for your business? What is it that you want for your business? So first is what is it you want for yourself, and second is what is it that you want for your business. Maybe right now your business is at a crossroads because of the pandemic. You're thinking, where should you go? Should you continue? Should you expand? Should you downsize? Should you cut off your staff? Or maybe you're thinking about building a new business. And so, what is it that you really want for this business? Do you want something more sustainable? Write down some principles. Write down some things you want for your business. Write down the cash value. How much income do you want your business to be making for you and for the organization? So many of us say this: I want to build $1 million business. But many of them don't have no idea about a difference between $1 million business and a profitable business. Your business may be making $1 million turnover, but in terms of its profitability margin, it's not even making money. I've met businesses before, they're making $1 million turnover every single year, right? But they are not even profitable. In fact, they are on the rates, right? They're on the rate. They're actually losing cash. They're cash flow negative. So when we think about this, I would rather have a business of $100,000 and be a cash flow positive business than a business of $1 million and be thinking about how to pay my staff, how to do this, operations. I'm in the rate all the time. So think about this. It's not about chasing the $1 million and comparing. No, it's about understanding what is it that we want for ourselves, what is it we want for the company and the organization or the business we're trying to build, and there's no shame, right? And there's no comparison. Who are we comparing with? There's no one to compare with. It's okay to build a solo business, one-person business. It's okay to build a small business of 2%, 5%. It's okay to build a 10% business. It's okay to build a 100 people business. What is it that you really want? What's your vision? That's going to be very important. So always discover and be clear about what you want. It's going to be the very first step to help you get clarity about where you're going to move forward. So before you rush forward into the online space, think about these steps first. Think about this first step before you move to the online space. The second thing you want to think about is this: being congruent with who you are and what you're doing. Being congruent with who you are and what you're doing. So I've seen many, people, entrepreneurs, they may be doing a F&B business, but because of this crisis hit, straight away they become internet marketers. Next week, I'm now in the marketer. So really, really strange, right? They hop on one fad to another fad to another fad. I would say this: don't be a chaser of fads, because fads will rise and dissipate over time. Be someone who's consistent in this game. Be consistent in your game, right? Because the game is not for short term. The game is a long term game. In the business game, it's all about long term. And in the long term, things will be rewarded to you. we talk about the compounded effect of businesses. The compounding effect of businesses, if you stay in the game and you allow yourself to learn and change and modify and grow in the process, it's going to be really helpful for you because you're going to know how to pivot your business in the times of crisis. In the times of crisis, it's not about closing a business and starting a new business altogether. Well, maybe some businesses you may need to consider that, but some of us may consider, hey, how can I do things different? Airlines industry, how can I do things different, right? How can I do things now that the crisis happened? How can I do things different, right? How do we pivot from there? And what is congruent with who we are and what we do? That's going to be very key, right? Many businesses, they just do things because it's transactional basis. But I would say this: avoid transaction. Think about what's congruent to you, what's congruent to your belief. Are you selling things because you just need to make a dollar, or are you selling things because it's really going to be giving value to the people? So today we talk about value exchange. That you need to sell something that is of value to the people. And I would say this, right? It's very important in the online space because words get around in the online space. Be congruent with who you are because it will show up everywhere. If you believe in a product, right, you must live it out as well. If you believe in a service, you must live it out. For example, I really believe in the power of coaching to transform lives or change lives. So how do I demonstrate that, right? In everything that I do, in my conversations, I must be congruent in that. In the way I sell, it must be congruent in that. So I'm not telling people, okay, sign up for my this $97 program, then I'm going to sell you the $97 program, then I'm going to sell you the $197 program. No, that's a typical way that people do a sales funnel like that. But think about it. What is congruent to your business practice? Do you need to do that? No. I've helped businesses that help them to scale something that's for themselves, because for businesses, when they realize what they really want, sometimes it's not about having more and more sale. Sometimes it's about being happy with just 10 people. Sometimes it's about being happy with just the income stream that they're making for themselves. The day we start chasing the wrong goal, the day we start chasing the wrong unicorn, will be the day that we become stressed, we become burnout, we become our passions dissipate at all, right? So be very careful of what is your end goal as well. Be very careful about where you want and keep your focus on that. Don't get distracted by the shiny objects everywhere around us, right? Yes, people may grow, yes, it may change, right? But be very careful and be always principle-based, be congruent with yourself and what you truly believe in your heart. The third thing is for you to consider a space that serves your business well. A space that serves your business well. In the online space, there's so many different platforms you can get on. You can be on the space on Facebook, right? You can create I've seen businesses fully on Facebook alone, nothing else. Some of them with Facebook ads, some of them with no ads at all, just by word of mouth, building a community, and they're selling there, right? They're making a profitable business there. Some of them with no products, just a service, they're able to sell on Instagram. I've seen people do it on TikTok as well. See people do it on Snapchat as well. You can do a business on any online space. When we say online space, we're saying that using a digital platform, a digital space where there's community that you can build, where there's community you can share. For example, you can use Carousel, you can use Lazada, so depending on what kind of products you're thinking of, think about the space that's going to be conveying a congruent message of your business, right? Think about the space that's going to be congruent to your message of your business. And also, you don't want to be on every space. Yes, it is good if I can have my business on Lazada, Shopee, GrabPay, WeChat, everywhere. Wow, that would be fantastic. But the big question I'm going to ask you is this, right? How many people is going to run the business? If it's just you, can you manage so many different platforms? Which platform would you rather be on? What is one platform that you want to be on that's going to be consistent in that platform? Where is that platform? How do you choose the platform? Well, you choose the platform that's where your customers are, right? Choose a platform where you know your customers are there first, right? For example, if you're not sure, let's say you're starting with a brand new business and you're not sure whether that platform will be where your clients are at, don't worry, right? So just explore that. Think about, ask your clients to think about, okay, if you were one person that's going to purchase that product or that service from you, where would you be? Where do you spend your most time on? What demographics are you at? For example, in Facebook, will be people of above 30s, I think late 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, the more senior category. If they're targeting the young people, well, they're on TikTok, they're on Snapchat, they're on Twitter, they're on Instagram. So that's the younger category of people. It's very easy to find where these people are. Think about what draws them to which media. That's where they are, right? And also, think about this. Do we need to have video ads all the time? Do we need to have videos all the time? Well, yes and no, depending on what business you're getting into, depending on what service you're getting into. So today we say, oh, all of us must have create videos. Now, think about, you got to be congruent with what business you're creating, what business you're creating for yourself first before entering into all the space. Because for some of your business, maybe you don't need to do that at this moment. So there's seasons of a business. You've got to recognize the different seasons of a business. So understanding which season you're in now, it's going to help you to make sure you optimize the resources carefully. Many people ask me, why don't I do ads? Why don't I do more webinars or ads and everything? I said I could do that, but I always tell them I need to balance between the resource that I have now and what I'm doing with my clients, what I'm doing with my services and products as well. I don't want to stretch myself overly. I don't want to stretch my team overly. When the time is right, I will do all those things. So understanding and recognizing the different seasons in time. Well, of course, some people have an argument and say, oh no, you should accelerate your business. You should just pump in the money, invest, and yes, it's good to invest, it's good to accelerate your business, but you got to think about what's congruent to you at the end of the day, what's congruent to you and at which stage of business growth you're at currently. The next thing to consider as well is also don't jump into the next big thing. Tomorrow you see new ads appearing all over your feeds. Don't jump to the next new thing. Stop, take a quick pause and look back and see, is that really going to be helpful to you? Is that going to be congruent to you? Is that going to be really supporting you? Is that going to be really helpful for your business and yourself? Or are you going to be pulled in all directions? For example, today maybe Amazon FBA, tomorrow maybe dropshipping, tomorrow, the day after maybe something else, right? The day after is internet marketing, the day after maybe Facebook ads, right? So every single thing, every single marketer out there is shouting for your attention. My question to you is that what are you attending to? Are you attending to what they're selling you, or are you attending to your business? What are you preparing for your audience? What are you preparing for your customers? And it doesn't matter which business you are at. Figure out what is it that you want, what is it that you're intending to sell, what is it intending to offer your audience. Is there a market for that? Would you buy such a product? If there is, do some market research, do some market survey, ask yourself, go on forums, check it out, whether is there a demand for it. If there is, great, now you have something to work on. Then decide which space that will work best for you. You can be on Facebook, Instagram, you can be on YouTube, you can be on email, you can even be on Craigslist, on Carousel. It works well as well. I know people who build a successful business on Carousel. Do I need a website? Well, it depends on your business as well, right? You could just build a Shopify website, or maybe just a plain Wix website, or a WordPress website that will help your business as well. So every online space has its pros and benefits, but you got to think first. First is resources, second is congruence with your organizations, and third, is it sustainable for the long run? Are you able to maintain that for the long run? And the next area for you to think about is this: always expect the unexpected. Always expect the unexpected. Why? Why do I say this? Because today we may have this pandemic, tomorrow we may have something else, maybe something worse. So how do we future-proof? We can never fully future-proof, but what we can do is we can do this thing called preparation of the mind, preparation of the heart. Meaning to say that we can project out what will happen if this scenario happens. What will happen if I'm forced to change the landscape of business? What are some possible impact that could possibly change the course of my business? Maybe government policies, maybe traffic flow, maybe change of the demands, maybe taste change, maybe seasonal change, maybe supply demand change, maybe my supplies have changed, maybe my manufacturing arms have changed. What is it that's going to be your bottleneck in your business? Be very clear on that as well, right? And expect the unexpected. For example, maybe right now you think that, oh, people are going on Facebook is very well, people are going on Instagram very well, but let me tell you, it's not going to be forever. Right, it's not going to be forever. We have seen this happen in the past. In the past, you got Alta Vista, you got Yahoo, you got Bing, but today it's dominated by Google. Last time you still had Vimeo, Dailymotion, everything. I mean, they're still around, but YouTube seems to be dominating most of them. Last time you still have MySpace, we have Friendster, but today Facebook is around. Tomorrow, we do not know what will change. So online platforms, one thing is certain, online platforms will always be shifting, right? The things that we learn now may change tomorrow. Whatever you're hearing me share today may be different tomorrow. I want us to have this mindset to think of this as business owners in this 21st century, and as we move into our daily businesses, things will always change. We got to be constantly learning. The day we stop learning, the day we stop exposing ourselves and understanding different landscapes that we're in, will be the very day that things will surprise us. Now, to prevent things from surprising us, we got to be in the game. We got to be in the game to learn more, to understand more. Now, do we want to learn from a professor of business who studied the historical data of business, or do we want to learn from a practitioner, or do we want to get a coach who is in the game? And I'll tell you this: get a coach, get a mentor, get someone to help you in your business building. And you could help you to think about what will work best for you in your organization right now, in your business. Whether you're thinking about a solopreneur business, a small business, a small company business, or maybe revitalizing your business because it's being affected by the COVID situation. So all these things really do matter. And you want some mentor that will really help you who understands the landscape that you're in, who is able to give you some insights that's going to be helping you to shift and pivot correctly in the right directions. Because at the end of the day, all of us don't have much time. We have to seize the moment. We have limited resources, we have limited time, we have limited strength and energy. We want to make sure that our strength, energy, focus are in the right direction. And so where our attention is, we'll just be remain focused and keep on the course. One of the last things I would say is this, right? Maintain on the course, keep in the course, because it's going to be for long term. This process that we're doing on, it's not something short term, it's a long journey. And this long journey, we've got to be patient. The fruits will be there, but we've got to be patient in this journey. When I first started my business, I had many business previously as well, right? I was in the kids business, kids wear apparel business. I was in the board games business. I was in different businesses. I was trying different things, right? But I realized one thing: consistency pays off. Consistency pays off. When you get into the game, know your business really well. The person that must be an expert in the business is you. Right? You must be the expert in the business. Every single thing, the understanding the products, understanding the people, understanding every single thing, every component of the business, you must be the expert in the business. So what I would encourage you in today is think about these 5 areas. A, always be clear about what you want for yourself and what you want for your business. B, it's be congruent with who you are and what you want. C, is choosing a space that serves you and your audience well. Right? You've got to find a balance for them. And D, is don't jump into the next big thing. Don't jump into the next shiny object. And E, expect the unexpected. I hope these 5 principles are going to help you, practical principles are going to help you to really set the course right for your business, right? And I'll say this, don't think about, let me research more. Think about writing down the strategy right now. My goal for you at the end of this conversation that we have together is that you come up with a plan and you will take action right after this call that we have together, right after this video that you watch, that we're going to have a consistent action that we can take moving forward. Something that you can take. What's one small step you're going to make different for your business today? What's one small thing, one small thing you're going to shift for your business? Sometimes it's not about a big shift. What is one small step you can take today that's actionable, that is measurable, that can help you keep the momentum forward? So I hope you enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing you at one of our classes, and I look forward to engaging with you. If you have any questions, I'm always open for questions. Many people always bounce ideas with me, and I'd love to engage all of us as well. So we're going to open the floor to any questions and answers, and I hope to see you and hear from you as well.